भुक्त्वा तृणानि शुष्कानि पीत्वा तोयं जलाशयात् दुग्धं यच्छन्ति लोकेभ्यो धेनवो लोकमातरः। अन्वयः धेनवः शुष्कानि तृणानि भुक्त्वा जलाशयात् तोयं पीत्वा लोकेभ्यः दुग्धं यच्छन्ति ताः लोकमातरः खलु। शब्दार्थ ग्लॉसरी। धेनवः cows, शुष्कानि dry, तृणानि grass, भुक्त्वा having eaten, जलाशयात् from lake, पीत्वा having drunk, लोकेभ्यः to the people, दुग्धम milk, लोकमातरः mothers of people. Translation: having eaten dry grass and having drunk water from the lake, the cows give milk to the people. They are indeed the mothers of people. In this verse, the Twanta avyay bhuktva and pitva are used. Yasya shashti chaturthi cha vihasya cha vihaya cha aham katham dvitiya syat द्वितीयास्यामहं कथम। अन्वय: यस्य कृते विहस्य इति षष्ठी, विहाय इति चतुर्थी, अहम कथम च इति द्वितीया स्यात्, तस्य अहम द्वितीया पत्नी कथम स्याम। To understand this verse, you need to know the background of this verse. So listen carefully. Vedvati was a young lady of marriageable age who was well versed in several scriptures and grammar. She had decided that she would choose the groom herself after tasting his knowledge. When Gaurang, the son of a rich man, came as a prospect groom, she asked him what the words Vihasya, Vihaya, Aham and Katham were grammatically. Gaurang unfortunately had only learned the forms of the word Dev, and that too with great difficulty. So for him, the words Vihasya and Vihaya seemed to be Shashti and Chaturthi Vibhakti like Devasya and Devaya respectively, and Aham and Katham seemed to be Dvitiya Vibhakti like Devam. However, all these words were actually avyays. Vedvati clearly understood that Gaurang was quite ignorant and she had no wish to marry an ignorant man like him. So she remarked that she could not become the Dvitiya of such an ignorant person. The word Dvitiya means wife. So the translation of this shlok is: how shall I be the wife of the one for whom Vihasya is the form of genitive case and Vihaya is the form of dative case, and Aham as well as Katham are the form of the accusative case. In this verse, Labhyanta avyay, Vihasya and Vihaya are used. स्थान भ्रष्टान शोभन्ते दन्तः केशा नखा नराः इति विज्ञाय मतिमान स्वस्थानं परित्यजेत्। अन्वय: स्थान भ्रष्टाः दन्ताः केशाः नखाः नराः च न शोभन्ते इति विज्ञाय मतिमान नरः स्वस्थानं न परित्यजेत्। स्थानभ्रष्टाः deprived of their place or post, dantaha teeth, keshaha hair, nakaha nails, naraha human being, cho and no not, shobhante looks beautiful, vidnyaya having realized or known, matiman intelligent, na parityajet should not give up. Translation: teeth, hair, nails and human beings removed from their place do not look beautiful. Keeping this in mind, the intelligent person should not give up his or her place. Explanation: an intelligent man should never leave his place or post. The teeth, nails, hair have no value once they leave their place. These examples prove the point that the poet wants to make. The word stan literally means place. It is also means a post or a job. When a person has left or been made to leave his job or post, he is no more important, at least in that particular organization, so better not to leave. In this verse, the Labhyanta Avya with Nyaya is used.